Alright, I believe it's a 2002 Sonata, Hyundai Sonata radio. You can't see the display at night. So take out the radio, you have to release these side clips and the whole unit will pop off. There's two connections at the bottom of the circuit board. There's a myriad of screws, Phillips head screws you take out, and you go around here and pry the plastic lip out. Well, you don't even really have to do that, I suppose. No, actually, you can leave that all screwed in. Scratch that. Okay, so the lights are going to be here and here. You desolder them. They come in a little housing sort of like this. This is a new one prepped. The leads are off to the side, soldered to these two pads. So you use your solder sucker after you have the solder melted, a little vacuum tool to suck out the molten solder, or you can use solder braid. It's a copper braid that you heat up on the solder and it wicks the solder out. So once the solder is removed, the little plastic piece just pops out. Pull out the bulb. The bulb will have this little green sleeve on it. With a little needle you can work that around and slide that off. This one's a little bit mangled, but this one is not. So you put the leads back in the little plastic holder, put the bulb in there, solder it back on, and you should be fine. The bulb is a 12 volt 7219 miniature lamp. It packs a 10 for under 10 bucks, somewhere around $8 or so. You can usually find it. You can put it back in there, solder it back on, and it should be good to go. I also had to take off my power switch because there's this little teal colored, it's called a nipple, that's supposed to put spring pressure back on the button. Every time we went to touch and change the volume, it would turn the radio off. So I modified that switch so the button had spring back to it, and you didn't, hopefully it'll work, it won't turn off every time you accidentally touch the button. But that's already back in place. I need to solder that back on, but that's how you get the illumination back to your radio so you can see it at night.